set win over Jackal, and Vivi clutching out against Stefan in that game 3 with the double forward smash option. But we're not going to see that Lucario coming out right now. We are going to see the hero, which is, I want to say it's Ram's kryptonite if we go back to what happened at Supernova.
I do believe it was Sola, the player at NJIT, who made, speaking of upsets, the big one on Ram at Supernova number 2, I believe on this very stream just a couple of days ago.
Yes, sir.
And now we're going to see a hero of another caliber, of Vivi, who's made some pretty great wins with this character as well, going up against Ram. Very high-level smash between these two level players coming your way as Vivi. Looking pretty poised so far, only 11% tacked on.
Yeah, I mean, the name of the game really is just the fact that whenever it bounces on hand for Vivi or for any hero player, it just really exploits, the disadvantages of Snake, because Snake excels with the grenade setups, with the Cyphers, with the Nikitas, with the C4s, and when you have a bounce on deck, it's just kind of like, I gotta learn how to brawl for a bit. I gotta learn how to fight face to face for a few seconds. Wow, whoa. That was a nice option right there for Ram.
Yeah, that was pretty crazy. Like the Cypher, grenade, the Cypher grenade cancel, Z drop right there, just for that was just a moving hitbox on the ledge as well as an explosion. That's absolutely nuts, man. The kind of stuff that this guy does is very much outside of the box.
Is he gonna catch him?
So
yeah. He tried that last time.
I do believe that has intangibility on the way down, but once Vivi actually, as the photo, is going to take the stock, once Zoom is actually over and the character hero actually lands, I do believe is when you can hit him. So you can intercept that towards the end, if I'm not mistaken.
No, yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
Gonna jab 3. 1, 2, 3. Why not?
CQC,
And the stock being taken with the dash attack? I mean, hey.
Listen, man. Literally,
I don't know what's going on.
Listen, man. Literally, the hero player doesn't know what he's going to do before he does it. He can't, because it's RNG.
That's a fair point.
So it's not really as easy for us to go on that route as well. But we do know certain things work, like that kaboom right there. Ram actually able to get his shield out in time. That move does have a huge win box that I do believe Sola was able to get some pretty good stuff the other night, as well as Vivi. But now, as well as Vivi with the hero as well, who he played plenty of at that tournament as well, So this ain't a new thing, by the way. Vivi's been playing hero for quite some time, as you can see, holding his own right now against the finest Snake in New Jersey to really do it. Pretty much dead even in terms of stocks. Only a 40% differential, Gib.
Yeah, I mean, both these players really have a good understanding of how they want to go about this matchup. Both these players really not overcommitting. The Nikita finally going to catch him. Vivi shaking his head a bit. Upset with the options that came out from the menu, I'm guessing, but he's going to be able to relapse back and get the stock as the kaboom has become the saving grace to even things back out.
And we got Accelerate and back up here. It's going to be some big damage if Vivi's going to be able to get in and bounce, just for the insurance of getting around the grenades this time around. That's damn near 30% just off of the jab, ladies and gentlemen, off of that buff that we got right here. Bounce still on deck, but only for a few more seconds. The Kazap, good spacing tool, trying to just regain his neutral against Snake as much as he can. Because that's rough, my friend. Snake is the kind of character where, for the most part, you're forced to play his neutral. Except this character can choose to be the fastest character in the game temporarily if he wants to. So even in the air, makes it a lot easier against Snake. So that's something that, the Snake player has to very much watch out for as well.
One thing I like about the way that Ram plays is that he really knows how to mix up his options. He plays grounded, he plays in the air. He just knows how to utilize every single option, and he just kind of makes you forget about some of the things that he has on the playfield, almost catching him with that up tilt as well.
Caught reading. He literally got caught reading. That's the fun.
Oh, no mana? No mana.
That's
Hold up. I don't know what's harder. I'm trying to read the menu, but I'm also trying to read all the grenades and all them explosive setups that Ram is doing. I mean, it's really hard to keep up with what's going on. But this is good Smash action.
But this right here, this was Sakurai's vision. Resource management. He died because it wasn't good resource management. This is what we've been training for, Rocky. This is why we're here. God, it's just funny to see. Because, obviously, like the Steve player doesn't know what the hero player doesn't know what they're going to do before they do it. But at the same time, you do actually have to watch that mana as Steve, what is wrong with me?
Doing?
What is wrong with me? What is wrong with him? Hero has to use mana for his up B to recover, but apparently not caring about resource management at all, getting rid of all of it immediately.
And even if that magic, what's the move? Dude,
mana.
Dude, just the fact that Vivi went for that Magic Burst.
Immediately.
Immediately. I mean, it wasn't even going to kill if it connected. That's one thing to keep in mind as well. But
if anything, I think we've learned that reading is apparently not Vivi's strong suit, because he got caught doing it before, and then he went for the Magic Burst as soon as the game started. Unless he's just a god, which he might be.
I really don't think it comes down to the fact that reading is not his strong suit. I feel like just the way that Ram is playing, he doesn't allow him to read because it's just so many grenades, so much aggression, and so much placement coming out from Ram that, you know, it's just so hard to keep up. You don't know what you have on deck. You don't know what you can throw out, and you're struggling to stay on stage.
Yeah. First thing Vivi had there out of the menu was whack, and Ram was in the air. There was nothing going to be doing that time. Definitely didn't want to whip that one out again. Has to build a little bit more, but no more at this time. The man is going to reset off of that fresh stock and to get Accelerate immediately out of the respawn and vulnerability. That is one thing that you know that, like, you know, hero players are going to do immediately out the gate. Like, get 2 buffs as quick as they possibly can, utilizing the respawn and vulnerability off the Angel platform.
Oh. And the Psych Up not going to be enough to take the stock off of Ram, even with the F-tilt. And Ram hanging on for dear life. Needs to tack on some damage until, yeah, no extra credit damage is going to go on. But we are going to go straight into it with 2 stocks apiece and catching him slipping as he forgot that the C4 was placed right in front of Ram.
I don't care about Accelerate. Oh my god, he put the trap right in front of him and detonated it off of that reaction, off of the character that fast as well. I mean, that is the one thing I will say about, like, Accelerate when it comes to Hero. As fast as he becomes, I will say, he can become a little telegraphed because Accelerate is temporary, and you know during that tiny amount of time that he has it, that Vivi is going to want to use that to the best of his ability and go for as much damage as possible. So once he gets Accelerate, you know what he wants to do.
Yeah.
So you become a little bit more prepared for it, as hard as it can be to react to it, but you don't get to be number 7 on the PR unless you have that reaction time, and Ram certainly does.
Oh yeah, and not to discredit Vivi as well, you know, also a member of the PR in New York as well. I'm not sure where he lands now, but hey, to be in New York PR with the likes of people like the Buzz, Zamba, and you know, the heavy hitters that they have.
You know, all
Tilde,
of them.
yep. You know, it speaks for itself.
Yeah, it does.
So, you know, Vivi doing a better job this time around, you know, playing it safe, staying at the corner, realizing, hey, I have the lead, no reason for me to approach. It's all about what Ram has to put and place right now, but it seems like all these grenades are not allowing him to breathe.
Back and forth, finally going to eat the F-tilt to get it though. Mana reset once again. Dead even game between these 2 titans of players right now in winners finals right here. Not going for the second hit, not going to want that lag, recognized that he was ready to shield. He just remembered. It was there before. It was there before from the last stock when he was trying to ledge trap him earlier. Oh, the spacing on the part of that, though. Vivi actually somehow able to roll behind that F-tilt, just micro-spacing fast enough.
So much resiliency coming out from Ram. He was down pretty badly, but he was able to even things back up with a few nades, with a few conversions coming out in his favor.
After Saturday,
bro. After Saturday, man, you know you mentally prepared for this moment. The dash attack was the killer for him on Saturday, but this time is not going to be anything to execute in favor for Vivi. The heal's going to come out, but nothing of it is, I mean, you're down. And you have a grenade who's willing to just throw out grenade after grenade.
Bounce once again, though, my friend. I think the F-tilt earlier might have been a misinput. Instant dash attack would have done it. That's not a projectile.
Dude.
That's not a projectile. It's not.
I know.
It's a bomb on the ground. You know, it just, I'm not, you know, I'm letting the people know, you know, that's not a projectile. That works.
I was so focused on the menu from Vivi, hoping to see what it is that he could bring to the table, that I forgot so many things that Ram was doing in the middle of all that, in the midst of everything that was going on. The way that Ram set up everything, it was just kind of like, you know, it was really just a testament of, do you have a good memory or not? And I guess I witnessed short-term memory after that. I guess I got short-term memory.
I have the memory of an elephant, like, reverse. Like, what's the opposite of an elephant? Somebody hit me up in the chat for that. Yeah, man, it's rough because, like, once Hero actually has all his buffs, especially Accelerate, it can be crazy because, like, you suddenly don't really have to play Snake's neutral as much anymore. But Ram was prepared for it. You saw, like, the way he was placing C4s to just catch where he was going to be. There was 2 times where he caught Vivi approaching one time, detonated it just in time, knew where he was going to go, retreating on